Well, Rihanna, we're going to have to stop the music in just a second. We got about 20 to go before the start of this one. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Table Rock Sports Productions. We've got another live video streaming event here at Crater High School. Roseburg Indians and their volleyball team going to be taking on the Crater Comets here. I am Danny Canada with DeAndre Taylor, coming to you live from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. Thanks for joining us today. Is this number 2 for you? Number 1, we just did the girls' soccer game outside. The Roseburg Indians beating the Crater Comets varsity girls 4-2. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it really was. I'm expecting another good matchup in volleyball this time, though.
Yep, totally are. We've got 6A Roseburg Indians coming into 5A Crater Comets. So it was a pretty good matchup for soccer. Talking to the officials before the game here, they said get ready for a good one here too, because it is going to be a fun one. Let me get this off the screen for you here. We've got starting lineups coming out right now.
Number 2, Shay Schwartzendribber. Number 3, Grace Simpson. Number 5, Dakota Kaufman. Number 6, Ayla Klopfenstein. Number 7, Mason Tanger. Number 8, Makayla Cunningham. Number 9, Channing Finlayson. Number 12, Isabella Nielsen. And number 16, Liliana Powers. Roseburg is coached. The head coach is Lacey Kennard, and she's assisted by Tella Woodley, Catherine Berry, and Lindsay Sampson.
All right, I'm sure you didn't hear that, but head coach Lacey Kennard for the Roseburg Indians.
Starting with senior, number 1 at 5'6", Paisley Hanover. Number 2 is 5'8", sophomore Kendall Stidham. Number 3 is 5'6", senior Taylor Wilson. Number 4, 5'4", sophomore Callie Schwenk. Number 5, 5'4", junior Callie Applin. Number 7, 5'6", junior Delaney Henke. Number 8, 5'9", sophomore Harper Madsen. And our birthday girl tonight, number 9, 6' junior Danica Huntoon.
Danica Huntoon, happy birthday.
Number 10 is 5'11", junior Alexa Gugliata. Number 11 is 5'2", senior Jocelyn Pope. Number 12 is 5'9", senior Abigail Winslow. Number 13 is 6'2", junior Lainey Snow. Number 14, 5'4", sophomore Carson Hillier. And number 15 at 5'8", sophomore Courtney Cox. Crater's head coach is Tiffany Booth. She's assisted by Aaron Stidham, Brock Booth, Haley Hoffman, and Nikki Hoffman.
All right, there you go. That is the lineup for the Crater Comets, head coach Tiffany Booth.
Please stand and join us.
All right, we're going to have the national anthem here, so we're going to take a break and be back on Table Rock Sports in just a minute for this volleyball matchup. Don't go anywhere.
Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RBTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Don't stop! Get it! Don't go push that greatness in!
It will touch frozen.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. love every single day of it.
There you go, the national anthem. All right, well, here we go with the start to the 2023-24 volleyball season. You say should be a good matchup. Talking to the officials before the game today.
Some height versus some height, really.
Yeah, Comet's tallest player.
6'2", right?
Yeah, Lainey Snow. Comets did lose a little bit of height last year. Kendra Biddle, star here for many, many years. Left last year as a senior. Madison Casina started alongside Kendra Biddle for years. She's actually here tonight to cheer on her old crew. So it's kind of fun. She's off to college, locally RCC here. I was talking to her a little bit before the game, too. Happy to be back and see the girls start for this new season. So, yeah, here we go. Last season, pretty good for the Comets. Of course, they're in the 5A. Let's see if I can pull up some stats from last year for you. Comets starting this one off, and that one's going to be .1 for the Indians. Got the big whoosh coming from the Indian bench. Birthday Girl Huntoon didn't get all of that one, put that one into the ground. Oh, got a quick little rotation here for the Comets. Oh, nice ace on that one. Getting that one to drop in the open court. There you go. That one finally handled by the Comets. Getting it back over to the Indians. Nice block at the net, but it drops in the favor of Roseburg. Finally one for the Comets as that one goes into the net, and they're going to get it on the other side. Roseburg putting that one down. That lead up to 5-1. Yeah, Comets last year ranked third. Final overall record was 20-6. Good season there for 2022. Roseburg volleyball team, 19-7 is their overall. And they came in ranked 10th. So, yeah, a little bit lower on the food chain for the 6A, but definitely so far giving Crater a good battle in their home court today. That one in a little long. Comets here with a little life, bringing it back 5-3. Volleyball is interesting like that, how some scores can just stretch out so much, and then all of a sudden you get a rally going, and it's point after point after point.
Right, it's a game of runs, really. Whichever team has the momentum, which Roseburg started off the game with. But the Comets are just sticking in, sticking with the game plan.
Get a couple points on the board every chance you can. Just crawl back, keep it tight. It's really, like you say, momentum and mistakes, too. It's a game of least mistakes because it's so easy to make one point for their team, right? Just the way they do the rally scoring, which changed over the lifetime. When I used to play volleyball, you had to have the ball and you had to make the point while it was in your possession.
Yeah.
Now it's point. And, those runs can get real deep real quick if you find yourself making mistakes.
Yeah, as you see, we've already had a couple net calls this game. It's just minimizing those simple mistakes like that, in the sport of volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
And also defense, to me, watching volleyball over the years, it's always about the team with the best defense that usually wins. Those blockers in the middle, and on top of that, your libero, if she's the best defender on your team, you have a pretty great chance.
Yeah.
Speaking of libero.
Dive there from number 6. Unfortunately, the rosters that they gave us don't have the numbers for the Indians, so I'm going to have to try and work on that as we're going along here. Didn't get it when they were doing the intros. We've got Kendall Stidham doing the serving work for the Comets there. For a minute she was, anyways. Kendall Stidham, younger sister of daughter of Aaron Stidham. I can't remember her older sister's name. Used to play for the Comets here. Just escaped me real quick. It'll come to me. My brain will get working.
That's that middle defense right there from those blockers for Roseburg. Using their height as their advantage right there on the net.
Kate Stidham. There it is. It took a minute. Roseburg letting that one drop. 8-6 for the Comets. Yeah, that libero position, that is a very important one. You got to be able to see the game kind of almost before it happens, and really those ones that can really anticipate where that spike from the opposing team is going to go to, and they can just line up and just be in that line all the time. It's amazing how some of them are just so good at that, just key, and they just know where to just sit down, and they're just ready for it.
And also, making sure they don't cross over that line of being in the front court versus the back court. They have a true talent and sense of where the ball should be at all times.
Yep.
Seeming like we're going to have a pretty back-and-forth game here.
Well, they said it should probably go, at least 4, probably not full 5 sets, because this one is pretty tight. And the Comets let it run for a second there, but now staying within just a couple, keeping it close. Yeah, defense is key too. If you can get up there, good blocks just like that, not allowing the ball to get over, and those ones where you can kind of do a little cheeky touch and push it back down and keep yourself from hitting the net. Yeah, that's a fantastic advantage. That one a little short. Lainey Snow there. That's the 6'2". Junior. Giving the ball back over to the Indians. 10-8 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Got the chant going there. Got some good life in the stands there for the Roseburg Indians. Lots of family and friends, and definitely their JV team over there cheering on. They do a good job getting that past the front block line. That one off the hands of Alexa Gugliotta. Starter here for the Comet volleyball team for a couple of seasons now. She a junior. Watching her play for years, her older sister. Playing soccer now over at George Fox University. It's pretty cool. Little rotation here for the Comets. Looks like Taylor Wilson back doing some serving. And get this one into play. Do a good job saving it there. Yeah, that one you probably couldn't see, but went on the opposite side of the poles there. So basically just right in front of the face of the official on the other side. So that was called out. Ball's got to go over the net between those two poles, and it definitely did there. Nicely done, sticking that one right back in the face of the Comets. Not letting them close, not even letting them tie it up there, just keeping the little 2-point buffer. Which in volleyball, you got to win by 2. So
right, the hitters of the Indians are really good. They're finding those lanes similar to what they did in soccer today. They're just finding those open lanes in open areas of the court.
And that one there, they squeezed in barely open against the line of the other side, but dropped in.
Yeah, a few of them have hit directly on the line almost for a few of their points.
You know, that's key too, though, when you can squeeze every little inch of the court out and really throw your opponent off. You know, in volleyball, a lot of it's judgment, right? You think, is it going out? Is it going to be in? Is this something I need to play? Can I let it go past me? And if it's one of those that are right there on the border, and if you're good with that touch, points.
The hitters are finally getting some action right there for the Comets.
Yeah, that was a good put down. That one a little long.
No, a few of Roseburg's points have come off of mishaps on the Comets. You know, a few on their serves. I think they've got like 5 points off of the Comets serving.
Just from being long or into the net or just a missed serve, eh? Yeah. Now we can hit the net as long as it goes over. Oh, Gugliotta putting that one over, no questions asked. Gugliotta, we'll see here on the basketball court too. If you end up doing some basketball with us. Nice set, and nice little push over. Comets ready for that one. And there you go. Abigail Winslow putting that one down. Another two-sport player, basketball as well. The Comets have done it. Tied it up. 14 all. But not for long. Indians right back, gaining the lead, and the ball for serve.
Similar to basketball, it's just a sport of runs. Whoever has the current momentum, it won't last long at all.
Ooh, little communication error there. Could have lost that. Still couldn't get it past that wall of Indians, but two Comets going for it on that serve. Looked a little dangerous there.
The front line of the Indians seem to have a somewhat of a slight height advantage of the Comets.
Well, yeah, the Comets only got one player over 6 feet. That's Laney. Everyone else, 5'9" and under. They don't have the heights for the Indians, but just
it seems like all three of their front line
from the eye test
above 6 foot.
You got it, man. You got some good height up there. Because with height comes length too, right? So length, you've got longer arms, which makes it a lot easier to block. Not only can you just reach higher, but then again with that, jump higher too. So now you've got a good 3 feet maybe extra above that net once you've got a good vertical to block that ball coming over. And so, yeah, you got to be right on with your precision pointing if you're spiking, or you got to get it before they start climbing. Comes back with the ball. Stidham again. Good set. Nice block. There we go.
Little blocker.
That's Snow. Huntoon is also 6 feet, so I apologize.
Two players.
Two, yeah. Comets back within one. Nice high set to the other side. Oh, almost saved off the hand of Kaylee Applin. No other Comets could get underneath it, though, to get it up and over.
The Indians have been hanging on by a thread to this 2-point lead.
Yeah. You got tied for a millisecond there, right? 14-14, but then boom, they didn't let that last very long. Nice block. There's that wall you were talking about. That one a little long. Back to the Comets. Oops. No timeouts during this game. They've been playing pretty solid. Either coach needing to reassess. Is that one a little bit to the right?
I think the commonality between the two teams right now are serves that are going outside or just into the net right now.
Jocelyn Pope couldn't save that one.
The second ace for the Indians.
Yeah, it was a little bit long on her. She tried to reach back and get it, but that momentum just took it right out. Little push over. Nice save there by Stidham. Oh, good job, Indians, taking that one back. And Applin says, no way.
What a short rally that was.
That was a fun one, eh? Junior Callie Applin. Only 5'4", so she's got to really get up there to get those spikes over like that. Snow with a good serve, right back at her. She takes care of that. Set. And nice little push over there, Gugliotta. Bringing it within one. And Snows will snow that one.
That was a good one.
I just came up with that. Get the chance for the lefty going. She'll pop this one into play. Oh, I'm going to slide up there because that was a short little serve. And those slow floaters, man, they're always tough to gauge because you never know. Is that speed going to come at you?
Yeah. And it's a spin on the ball, really. If they have a good spin on the ball coming off the arm right, it's effective.
It is. Or some of the times that you've ever seen those ones where there's like no spin and it just does this weird
just
float.
floats.
Oh, nice block there. Oh, a little cheeky push, and that's going to work.
It seems to trip up the Indians pretty often as we get our first time out here.
Here it is, our first one. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on TableRockSports.net.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily Adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation, that midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to this volleyball kickoff for the 23-24 athletic season. We've got the visiting Roseburg Indians here inside the Crater Gymnasium taking on the Crater Comets. Oh, we got a foul called on the Comets there. Gonna break this tie up and the ball or the lead back over to Indians.
See if they can retain their 2-point lead.
Yeah, close out this set. They're right there. They just need a couple more to finish this one off and take set number 1. It's been a good set. And Comets are not going to let it go that easy. Kelly Applin back to serve. Get this one into play. Nice little block up there, under control from the Comets, and put this one over. Nice way to go, Applin, in the right position there. 2 back and forth real quick. And the cheeky touch. That gives the Comets the lead, 23-22. First one of the game. I think that was Gugliotta that put that over. It looks like we're going to have another timeout, so we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Here we go. We are back. Callie Applin just sent that one over. Indecision by the Indians player. Went to volley it to return it, and it just went through her hands basically out the court. So you got a game point right here. Callie Applin puts it up into the net. Oh, no. Giving it right back to the Indians. Still got that 1-point lead, though. Only needing one more to win it. It's still basically game point. If this doesn't get into play and if she musts up the serve, Comets will take set number 1. Indians, though, the way they've been playing, doubt that's going to happen. This should be a good fight. And no! How about that? That's it.
That's the set.
Comets will take it. Set number 1 is in the books. So we're going to take a break. Right back here in just a minute on TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Limit the fan base. Like, everybody's separate.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
All right, welcome back. Here we go. TableRockSports.net. Danny Canada with DeAndre Taylor, bringing you this fantastic matchup. 6A Roseburg Indians, 5A Crater Comets are hosting the Indians, and they took set number 1. It was a close one. It was a fun game, fun match. What are your thoughts there on our first round here tonight?
This looks more like a 6A versus 6A team or game right here.
Right.
Both teams with some height, and the middle blockers are playing really well on both sides. There are a few mishaps with serving on both sides, giving up at least, I think I combined 15 points.
Either way,
serves,
right?
on serves alone. So I think the coaches just focus on getting it across the net mostly. Making sure that their players just understand getting the ball across the net. That's the most important thing, instead of trying to place it in a certain area at this level of high school. I think this game will continue to be back and forth for sure. Both teams are pretty good at the sport here. And, what a wonderful day for women's volleyball with across the country, really a lot of high schools starting. And the University of Nebraska setting the world record for attendance of a women's athletic event of 90,000, filling up their football stadium, actually, So
to watch a volleyball game?
To watch a volleyball game.
Get out. That must be just a riot.
Honestly,
can you imagine the noise in there? Wow,
ridiculous
90,
for a volleyball game. So I think it's just a great day for women's volleyball all around. So, and in my opinion, women's volleyball players are some of the greatest athletes on the planet. The amount of moving and the angles that they have to do. For instance, we just saw like that little tip that she just did. Her body's turned a certain way, and it's like impossible to do that when you really think about it. It's very difficult. So, all around, I'm glad we have a great first matchup of the season, of the 2023-2024 season, to start off with this great day for women's volleyball.
It is a great day. And like you say, it's so difficult to do. She was actually called on a foul for that because it's considered a lift because her fingers were in the right place, right?
Exactly.
So it was more of a lift than an actual push. So all the technicalities with volleyball, there's so many in there, the different rules. And like you say, you have to be set up in the right spot. You can't pass certain lines depending on what your position is. And so, but hey, just to put this in real quick perspective, I think the population for Central Point is about 19,000 people. And you said 90,000 for that stadium up for that girls' volleyball game?
90,000.
That is like 4 times the size of the Central Point entire population. So, man, that must have just been a riot.
Yeah, I'm a huge women's and sports fan, and I think just seeing the people come out to support women in sports. I know later this year for women's basketball, Iowa State plans to break that record and fill up their football stadium. The Comets are starting this one on fire.
With the basketball team? They want to bring a court out to the ball field. No way.
So they're looking to break that record that was just set today.
Dang. They already got their eyes on a new record, huh?
Yeah, I think it's going to be over 100,000 at that game, actually.
That's got to be ridiculous. Nah, you're right, man. The hustle that these girls put in, the movement that they are doing out there on the court, and man, the way they stop and start and go and stop and back and forth and then dive, they just put their bodies just as a sacrifice. And there you go, a couple more serving issues here. You hear that with their skin is like sliding, like, ooh, that's just like the nails on the blackboard type noise. But they don't care. They're out there. They're just doing it, man. It's all for the team. And it's hustle. These guys are fun to watch. And, yeah, keeping it tight here. That first game with the Indians going way up at the beginning. And the Comets bring it back, kept it close the rest of the way. Little leads, and then get the W on that set one. Nice little fake. Almost got them there. Indians able to keep control. And that one, Gugliotta, good night.
What a hitter. She's been in the middle all game. She has yet to give them a break.
Gugliotta's a beast. Oh, that one there. Winslow, just not enough on that one to get it up and over. You can see she just want to lightly touch it, but I don't know, maybe just didn't keep the finger strong enough and just kind of claps him down a bit. Yeah, but keeping this one tight, 4-4. Oh, finding the open hole. Nicely done. Taylor Wilson looking like she was going to set that up there. A note with that twist in. Out of the corner of her eye, I could see a big hole there on the Indians' court. Birthday girl Huntoon coming off and Junior Stidham coming on. Do some serving. Oh. Got that fourth hit there.
You know, like in the first set, how we discussed coming back from break, it's just a few mental errors on Crater's side at this point. You know, they've given up 3 points already in this set off of just simple errors that they can fix. You know, it's just getting the ball through the net, communicating on moments like that of, hey, I got it, and you don't have to get down with me, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, just fix those minor cues, and I think they can pull out a victory here.
That was first game action, really, in front of all your crowd here, right? Your home team. Maybe some nerves.
Yeah,
still only second set, so maybe needs to settle in a little bit more. And like you say, the communication.
With a few seniors on there, you know, this is your last first game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, you come out with a few nerves, and you're like, wow, this is it, you know, like that reality kicks in.
Comets only have 3 seniors on this varsity team. Hanover, Wilson, Pope, and Winslow. 4. So I knew they had many seniors that graduated last year. Talk about that at the beginning. One of them here visiting, Madison Casina. So yeah, still kind of a young team, right?
Yeah.
Some of these players continue to work together and get better. Many of them on the roster that I don't even know from last year come up from junior varsity. Didn't cover any junior varsity games, so good rally, keeping it alive here. Indians fight and not let that drop. Nice dive there.
Once again, just another miscommunication on the Comet side. But just as the first match went on, or first set went on, they fixed those as the game continued, and they didn't let the lead get too big or the game get out of hand for them. So I'm sure that they'll fix these small, slight errors.
A little too much power on that hit. Cross court and out of bounds. Point Comets. Jocelyn Pope, back to serve. One of those seniors. She's been a soccer player in the past. Looks like electing to stick with volleyball this year. Oh, that one went a little long. So I tied it up 8-8. I thought that was Point Comets there. Oh, it was. They were, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Kind of like the Indians on that one hit. Not paying attention.
So sometimes, like, the ball just appears flat when things
does.
like that happen.
There's nothing really you could do. Like, you just come off the, the bunt, and then just that was it. That went over, nice block. That one there. Drop for the Indians as it rolled along the net. Those are always funny. Sometimes when they hit it and it just kind of the way the ball spins, it just right along the line of the net and just drops to the area where there's no one. But yeah, man, 2 tight matches so far. 9-all here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Good save there. Gugliotta running out of bounds. Cross court set, and that one way high. Too much. Out the back of the court. Yeah, dude, I got 3 daughters. You're talking about women's sports. My oldest daughter was the only one who never really did any sports. My middle daughter's been a ballerina her whole life. That's kind of been her thing since she was like 3 or 4.
She's the ultimate athlete of the family.
Crazy. It's absolutely nuts. They don't understand the amount of work and stuff they put in, all the stretching, and it's just ridiculous. And how fast she learns a new dance, to me, blows me away. But my oldest, she played volleyball here for Crater for a year on their junior varsity team, and then she tried track, man, and she did pole vault.
Oh, wow.
That was the most incredible thing. I did high jump as a kid. I did track and field at high jump. She comes home one day. She said, "Dad, can you sign my athletic sports paper?" I said, "Oh yeah, really? What you want to do?" She goes, "Track and field." I said, "Oh, good for you, hon. What are you gonna run?" She goes, "I'm not gonna run." I go, "It's track. What do you mean it's track? Are you not gonna run in track?" She goes, "I'm gonna do pole vault." Okay.
Well, it's an interesting one to get into, you know.
Pole vault? Oh, yeah, man, you got to have some gonads to do that, man. She's launching herself up 7 feet in the air. I'm like, good for you, girl. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a crazy sport to get into, track and field. It's all about conditioning at the end of the day, really.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that one turned away to let it go by. Dropped on the inside. Nice placement serve there by Callie Applin.
Seemed to appear right on the line.
Oh, it was so close. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying how track and field is like the ultimate athlete, just with conditioning wise. Like,
you just
I
run.
Can't imagine.
That's all you're doing.
Running and breathing.
Yeah, I did 200, 4x100, and high jump. Those were my track sports. I couldn't do long distance, man. I was a sprinter.
I didn't do track. Basketball season, track season, all one.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do track, but I was always the fastest kid in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like our track coach and a couple of the track kids were like, "You really should come and play track." And I was like, "No, I'm a basketball player, man. I don't run. I don't like the running constantly." But if I chose to do track, my choice race would be the 100.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just get up and go?
Yeah. Just short run. It is not too long. I don't want to run a mile every single time. I don't want to do that. But being a speedster, it was like, yeah, I'll run a 100, and that's about it.
Unbelievable play right there, keeping that one alive as the serve went off the net and just a palm on the ground kept it going. And again, from the other side, the Indians just fighting to keep it going. And there, just a little miscue from the center. She tries to go up and block over her hands. Wow, what a quick little rally that was. My goodness. Putting the palm down on the ground and letting the ball just bounce right up. Just that last second, it's like squeeze a piece of paper underneath there to keep it alive.
It's like the small nuances of volleyball, though, because you can use your foot.
You can.
And
a lot of people don't know that.
You can use your hand, and all these things these girls figure out a way to use in just a spur of a moment, because the ball is coming at you at a millisecond.
Right, you have.
So you have to be very, very quick on your decision and what to do. So to have just the intelligence to do that and the athleticism to just get down really low real fast and just flat palm your hand and be able to get the ball up that high is amazing.
Well, which is amazing, too, because if you put your palm down and hit off your palm, they won't let you have that. It's got to go the other way, so it hits off the back of your hand. And nice save again there. Snow puts it over. Kaplan again with a save. Oh. Keeping it alive. Great hustle. Oh, Winslow not deciding to hammer it, and it comes right back at her. Indians with the opportunity to tie it up 14-14. Comets last set, they were down. They tied it up 14-14. Indians now, role reversal. They're on their way back. They're looking for their first W today. Here come those lefty chants again. Not sure what the buzzer was for there. I think that's going to be an official timeout, or they stopped it for some reason. Let's see what they got going on there. They're going to cut that last play. I think they got a wrong substitution.
Improper rotation.
Yep. Improper rotation, though. But they're calling that on the Indians, it looks like, because they put a point up on the board for the Comets, and the Comets have the ball back. So, that's what it was. Because number 7 went to go and serve, and when she served, I guess that was what was the indicator out of rotation there. All right. Got it figured out. Yeah, that's some kind of random rules that volleyball has that sometimes can mess us up. Well, last year, I think they had about an 8-minute delay trying to figure out a rule on something.
Yeah, my soon-to-be fiance, she played volleyball in high school, and so like she teaches me the sport a lot. So when I was learning it, I was like, these rules are just there are so many that you have to follow. Like, you can't do certain things that you would be like, oh, why not?
All right, we'll be right back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
All right, here we go. We are back 16-14 here. Crater Comets with the lead. Everything is sorted out.
Calling a lift there.
Yep, looks like a lift. And again, it didn't look like it from here because it goes so fast, but they watch where the ball gets, I guess, in contact with the player, and if it's not an instant release and if it hangs on your arm for any bit of a beat or a moment, they'll call that lift.
Right, which if any of you are volleyball gurus, you would know that's a totally different rule in sand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like in sand, you can lift a little and not too much. You can't carry it, obviously, and palm the ball and just put it down. But, yeah, you can lift it up a little bit.
Like that play there where it kind of rolled on her arms as she bunted it backwards, that would have probably been allowed. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whew, that one. Pope ducking under to allow that one go over top. Good judgment call on that.
Both teams are seeming to really hug the line on all of these hits.
Yeah, it's so important to know what your position is on the court and your distance there. Like you say, you put that math real quick in your head. Is this thing going to arc out? Is it going to stay in? Gugliotta can't handle that one. Bad set there from Kendall Stidham. Indians still behind.
Oh, wow.
And that one went off the rafters, and they let her play off the rafters. Oh, right off Winslow's chest, keeping it alive.
What a touch.
Got it to drop.
The Crater front line seemingly have a really good touch on the ball. I feel like every front hitter has just that right amount of touch. No one has ever really overhit the ball on the front line for them.
Yeah, no, I agree. And they're doing a good job, too, finding some open holes with those little touches rather than just hammer it down. Just a little, whoop, like they call it, a little cheeky touch.
What a block.
It's Callie Applin and Gugliotta getting up there to block those down. Kaylee Wilson set to serve and get timeout called. So, hey, we'll take a quick break. Be right back on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
All right, welcome back. Just got done with that one little quick rally. Crater up 21-16 here. Kaylee Wilson serving. Nice arcing return on that one. Gugliotta putting that one away. These girls want to start off this season right with a showing to their 6A opponent.
It's the biggest lead of the day.
For either team. 4-point lead in the John L. Scott scoreboard, 22-16 for the Comets. And they'll increase it right there. And they've been on a good rally, like you were saying earlier, man, that the team with the good rallies and the least mistakes, they get the W. This set, great job from Crater. Oh, good save there by Callie Applin, excuse me. Oh, what a wall. Huntoon and Gugliotta making it game point. And they can't do it. There it is. That is set number 2 going to the Comets. They are up 2-0 on this kickoff to the volleyball season. We'll be right back on TableRockSports.net.
It's the first of the month, and that means it's time for a new episode of Traffic Safety First. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and today we are going to discuss merging. This one is at the request of a Facebook follower, Michelle. You asked us to cover it, and we're happy to spread the word. This traffic law actually comes from one of the more simply stated Oregon revised statutes. ORS 811.285 for failure of merging driver to yield right-of-way states, a person commits the offense of failure of a merging driver to yield the right-of-way if the person is operating a vehicle that is entering a freeway or other arterial highway where an acceleration or merging lane is provided for the operator's use and the operator does not look out for and give right-of-way to vehicles on the freeway or other arterial highway. More simply put, this means if you are a driver trying to merge, you must let the drivers go first who are already in the lanes of traffic you are trying to merge into. It is not the job of drivers already on a freeway or highway to yield to mergers. Failure to abide by this traffic law could result in the driver receiving a Class B traffic violation, which carries a minimum fine of $265. And that sums up our episode over merging. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in October for another new episode.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Lets me do this stuff, which I love this. All right, here we go. We are back. Set number 3, just about to get going. We got 2 in the books already. Hey, what are your thoughts, my friend? It's been a great game so far.
Back and forth battle. You know, the setters for the Comets are really took over that last match. They were setting up their hitters pretty well, and also they limited those mental areas that we were talking about. I think that after point 14, it was 14-14. The Comets really just took over, and their mental laps really lapped. You know, they were done with those after that one timeout. And you could tell Coach was like, hey, let's get the ball over the net, be sure of that, and make sure that we're paying attention to where the ball is landing and setting perfectly. The Indians, they're attacking the ball. They're attacking the ball very aggressively. So it's created a very good game, and a back-and-forth game at that. Have had really good rallies for each point. Each point isn't just an easy, like, oh, you know, an ace real quick. No, it's been back and forth. Very good matchup here, I think, between 6A and 5A.
Even with the back and forth, you say the ace on the serves, it's been mostly the serve has been detrimental to the team. The points have gone the other way. But like your back and forth, some of these great hits, they're being met with some fantastic blocks, and then all of a sudden that ball is right back in your face again, and both teams have been a good job being able to readjust, reset, and go on another attack. So some really good rallies been playing out here as Huntoon will put this one across court. She'll get the love from the hometown crowd here. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Miss Huntoon. Anyways, yeah, you know, even being able to readjust after those blocks coming out, you know, they've been doing a good job of that too. Like you say, with the Indians really aggressively attacking the ball, I think a couple of times they found themselves up into one area where Comets have been able to exploit that and get it into open area, or the ball will bounce, and then it'll go to an area where there's no player. So there's nobody there to be able to save that like little miss bump or what have you. And that one there is going to sail long. Good attempt, though.
Oh,
Indians didn't like the call.
Barely out.
They thought it was in. They didn't like that call. Coach says, don't worry about it. Next point. Let's go. Coach Lacey Pinard for the Indians. She's standing up with that clipboard all game. Really paying attention. Very into it.
Comets are starting this thing off hot.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to get this match over with. Causes an early timeout here. Comets are up 4-0.
We'll be right back.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Don't stop! Get it! Don't go put that greatness in! Good. Give a touch rotation.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Taylor Wilson just got that into play. Indians do a good job with it, send it back, and it's just out of the reach of Jocelyn Pope. Finally, the Indians are going to get on the board here, 4-1. This is the longest it's taken them to put some points on the board. Past couple of games, they struck first, so maybe this is what they need. Start off behind and see if they can get a good rally for a win. Comets take this one. It's good night. So Indians. Ooh, that one over the head of Pope. She ducked under it. She's going to finish that last thought there. Indians, long ride home to Roseburg. Do not want to go home zeroed, goose-egged. That is not good.
But the good thing is, they can go back and look at game tape and be like, hey, we did a lot of things good. A lot of things really good at that. It's just, sometimes the ball don't roll on your end.
No, those first two games, you're right, man, super close. For most of it, that last one just got a little out of hand there for the Indians.
Whew. What a hit.
Yeah, these Crater girls, man, they may be a little bit on the shorter side, but they ain't not lacking in power.
Oh, they have some really high vertical jumps. We were talking about track and field earlier. It looks like some of them could be a part of the track team.
Yeah, they could join that pole vault, eh?
Yeah.
A pole vault, that's just so interesting to me because you're just running full tilt. You stick a stick in the ground and you just go for it. It's all got to be upper body strength more than I think a lower strength, right? Be able to pull yourself and jump. A little rotation issue there for the Indians. I'd be afraid that the
vault would break or the pole would break on the vault.
Snap it when you're going up and over. Indians quietly coming back here.
Said the Crater, the Comets seem to not have many mental lapses to start going up on 4-0. These past couple points, it's been a little lackluster and been having more like we got to get back and settle into this game and realize it's not over just yet.
Yeah. Getting a little clarification from the officials there. For Coach Lacey Pinard. Yeah, like you say, a couple of mistakes, sort of sitting back a little, and all of a sudden, Indians creeping up. Should have been called a lift there, maybe. On tune. That one blocked right back. Now we got a 6-5. It is a game. And they got the little cheer section going on over there with the varsity, junior varsity volleyball girls. That's pretty cool.
Hopefully that'll be a good momentum swing for Crater. See a point back on their side.
Yeah, Paisley Hanover just kind of got onto that one just to try and set it up, but it ended up going over. Benefit for them, though, because Indians, maybe they weren't expecting it either. Oh, Winslow. That one shocked her. I think she just put their hands up just to save it from getting her in the face. That was a great hit from the Indians. They're looking to at least tie it up here. Being down since the beginning of this game. Hanover again with a missed bump. That's going to allow the Indians to tie it up here. Paisley, one of the seniors for the Comets. Indians sending out their little mojo. Oh, a miss there. Strike from Courtney Cox. She was trying to whack it over. Complete air ball. Not good.
It just seems as if Crater's getting a little comfortable and too settled into this game instead of, continuing on the attack and playing aggressive and going for what they want.
Yeah.
They've had a few miscommunications, Maybe a lineup that hasn't really seen much of each other playing with each other. A little few errors here and there,
Mm-hmm. Indians took the lead for a second there, tied back up, and lead back to the Comets as Abigail Winslow sends that one over on the serve. Oh, that one right off the face of Winslow. Nice take there from Pope to keep it alive and getting it over barely. Harper Madison. Increase that lead to 10-8 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Set number 3 right now. Pope calling, I got it. Oh. Laney Snow whiffed on that one. Still tight, back and forth here. Indians not going away, not letting this one slip at all. Rough little set there for Comets, but they get it over. Oh, that one there off the fingers of Winslow. She let that one go. That might have been out. But you have committed to that. And that's just kind of one of those mental mistakes, not quite knowing when you're on the court, deciding to go for it, kind of halfway go for it, and that's going to...
Gotta commit.
Yeah, got to send that right back to the opponent. Stidham with the set. Yeah, that corner over there.
It's a tall corner to get through.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
That's Snow at 6'2". And Cox at 5'8". Good job, Indians there. Get another point on that board, keeping it tight, 11-11. We're getting some more cheering from the away team Junior Varsity than our home team Junior Varsity. Come on, Junior Varsity Comets, let's go. Cheer them on.
Sometimes it takes that little team spirit and from the fans all over, from your younger team and everything to get your momentum back, and for the Indians, it's working.
Yeah, it totally is. This is home field advantage, right? Home court advantage. They should be loud and proud over there. Make it deafening in here. Gugliotta a little long on that one. Going to give the lead back to the Indians for a minute. 11-12. Lefty doing the serving over there for the Indians. Do the lefty chant. Nope, no lefty chant. All right. Ooh. Yeah. Gugliotta didn't get it over, got that extra touch. Only 3 times. Oh, we got a timeout. So we take one, too, and be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily Adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation, that midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back. Set number 3 between the Roseburg Indians and the Crater Comets. I'm Danny Canada with DeAndre Taylor. New partner, Aaron Nilsson, normally my partner. He is coaching the junior varsity soccer boys, so could not make it today. He will be back with me for tomorrow, as the Indians are taking this run, and they are keeping it.
It's a similar run that we saw last set that the Comets made, where they just stopped making those mental lapses and played as a team and communicated a lot more. And we're seeing a lot from Roseburg right now. Even their bench, they're telling where the ball is going right now.
Do you play any instruments?
I used to play drums, yeah.
Drums, okay. So, when you just goof around on the drum, I played drums in high school, I play bass now, but like when you're just goofing around and you make all these little note mistakes or these little cymbal mistakes or you hit the wrong whatever tom when you're doing drums, but then you sit for a second and you focus and you get them all, right?
Yeah.
It's the same here. You're playing a little lax, you're playing a little loose, you make these small little mistakes, all of a sudden, you're down, but then you just say, okay, switch, I got to focus. Boom, 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 you focus and you get on a nice run like that. Comets, they're starting to put their focus in after their timeout. They're like, no way, we're taking this 3-0. They want to go 3 sets to none, so they're trying.
What a way to start the season would be,
right? Absolutely. Against a 6A opponent, that's got to make you feel good.
No, that sets a tone for the rest of 5A. Yeah, going in with a pretty good Roseburg team and being like, hey, we're here, and we're here to take 5A this year.
Well, they're close at it last year, finishing out in 3rd. It's a pretty good season. Yeah, you're right, man. It's a way to set the tone for the season. First game, take on a higher conference school. Oh, yes, nice save there, Gugliotta with that second pounce, and then barely getting it over there with Callie Applin. Pope, there we go, and Callie Applin a little too long. 17-12 now. As this is the biggest lead for sure by the Indians today between the first 2 sets and this 3rd set here. 5-point run. That one a little long. Ooh, barely getting over. Callie Applin in the right place there. Applin again. Oh, loving that one.
It's a great rally.
It sure was. Hey, just so everybody at home knows, I may have mentioned it in the soccer game, I don't think I have here yet. I may be a little biased Crater fan. My kids go here. My wife works here. I live down the street. So I always just want to let everyone know that if I sound a little Crater biased, I try not to. I am. But Roseburg is putting on a heck of a fight here today. Look at that. They are loving that. Coach Bernard jumping up and down with that clipboard over here. She's getting her team psyched up.
Right, but what an effort right there by the Comets. That was a really good effort. Ball was long gone, I thought.
It's still fighting to keep it alive, huh? Oh. They're calling that one against the Comets. Yeah, they put 20 up on the board. I didn't see the call. I just saw one of the officials hitting down. So did they hit the net?
Yeah.
On their down of that spike? I'm not sure. 21-13 now on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Roseburg Indians causing the Comets to do another timeout. And we'll take it too. Be right back.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
That's crazy.
Welcome back. TableRockSports.net, 21-13. Roseburg Indians wanting to win this set number 3 really bad. Comets are not going to let them do it very easily as they are continuing to fight here and getting themselves the ball and a point. Down by 7. Definitely the worst deficit from the Comets. Best lead by either team, so congratulations. Actually, that last one, Comets had a better run. 25-16 was the final score in that last set, but definitely the best lead of the night for the Indians. They don't want this lead to creep away. A couple more, and they've got this set, but
once again, volleyball is a game of runs, so it seems like the Comets have come out of this timeout with a little bit more poise and setting their eye on victory and playing the game and not getting too far ahead of themselves and realize that the victory will come if you just play the game the right way.
Yeah, like you're saying, just get the ball in play, get it over the net. Don't think about placement or trying to, ace it every time on a serve. Work it as a team, get it in, then do your block, do your defense, set up offense, right? I mean, in a perfect world. Huntoon. Callie Applin, just a fantastic job being in the right place tonight. Oh, great block there. Get that one to drop. Kendall Stidham and Courtney Cox coming back in. A row ball running loose back there on the court. Nice serve. Get it into play. And see, then that's what you want to do. Hopefully the other team make mistakes for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you stick with coach's game plan, then you'll set yourselves up pretty nice. Because as a high school student, sometimes we forget that coaches have a little bit more time on their hands to watch film and constantly pay attention to what's going on than we do. Like I remember back in high school, a long while ago for myself.
Hey, not so long, brother, compared to me, right?
Nah, 7 years is a pretty long time.
Okay.
But just, you got to realize that your coach knows what they're talking about and stick with their game plan. Don't try to get too far ahead of yourself because really it can only lead to your team detriment. What a touch. First I thought they might have called that a lift. But that wasn't a lift at all.
That was beautiful placement. And unfortunately, I don't have the numbers tied up with their names, but number 6 just kind of, as that ball was coming to her, scanned the Crater defense and said, open, back right corner. Boom. Stuck it right there. Perfect shot for game point. And unfortunately, they can't capitalize with it on the serve as they'll hand it back over to the Comets. Now down by 5. Again, we talked to the officials. They said it was going to be a great game. They said minimum 4 games. That's what they said. They said it's going to go to 4. Well, if the Indians can take this one here, it definitely will push it to the fourth. Oh, Comets almost losing it right there again. No communication as they're standing in the way of each other. Oh, Winslow with that save. Pope gets it over. Little touch there, handled by Stidham. Pope. Callie Applin. Nice rally as the Comets will come away victorious with a point on that one. Man, soccer or volleyball? What do you think's tougher?
I'm going to go with soccer.
You think soccer's tougher? Why? Oh, that one drops, and that is going to be it for the Indians as they power through set number 3, and they take a win. We'll be back here on Table Rock Sports. Don't go anywhere.
It's the first of the month, and that means it's time for a new episode of Traffic Safety First. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and today we are going to discuss merging. This one is at the request of a Facebook follower, Michelle. You asked us to cover it, and we're happy to spread the word. This traffic law actually comes from one of the more simply stated Oregon revised statutes. ORS 811.285 for failure of merging driver to yield right-of-way states, a person commits the offense of failure of a merging driver to yield the right-of-way if the person is operating a vehicle that is entering a freeway or other arterial highway where an acceleration or merging lane is provided for the operator's use and the operator does not look out for and give right-of-way to vehicles on the freeway or other arterial highway. More simply put, this means if you are a driver trying to merge, you must let the drivers go first who are already in the lanes of traffic you are trying to merge into. It is not the job of drivers already on a freeway or highway to yield to mergers. Failure to abide by this traffic law could result in the driver receiving a Class B traffic violation, which carries a minimum fine of $265. And that sums up our episode over merging. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in October for another new episode.
Soccer as a sport would be harder.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like, it's just like to play one or the other, it's like, okay. A lot of volleyball players I've seen on the D1 level, a lot of them rely on just their athletic ability. Like, they're just God-given ability, and it's just like, boom, boom. Yep, like, oh, I can jump high and I can hit hard. So like, make me outside hitter, coach, because I can jump high and I can hit hard. Like, to me, the thoughtful position is the libero.
You know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
And I was shooting in it, and it was so bad. Like, I'm drenched, just standing there on cam, and I'm like drenched, and then like the camera's getting hit nonstop, and like I have to keep wiping it. It was such a. I'm like, how are they playing? And I was like one of the best games I've ever seen. I think the score was like 3-2. It was just back and forth, a lot of action. I'm like, how? What are they doing?
See, Andre and I just talking during the break there about which is more difficult, volleyball or soccer, and we came to the conclusion that as a sport to play, soccer is harder because you're running for 90 minutes, right? You got 2 40-minute halves, you're hustling, you're running all around. And volleyball, the skill set is so technical, minute that, it's a little bit, but you can take breaks. You can chill. You sit on the bench a bit more. Hands on hips a lot. So that's what we decided. As a sport, soccer, man, that is a tough one.
It's tough to play.
Tough to play. The skills that you need in volleyball, they're a little tougher. It looks like skills are leaning towards the Indians for the first point of set number 4 here. Got to win this one to stay alive. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a little lack of communication on the Crater side. We noticed it at the end of the last set as well. They're not communicating well. Not right there, it hit the net. Somebody should have yelled out short. You know, just little things like that. It's a little lack of communication on their side. But just like in the first 2 sets, they started off slow. Then that communication picked up, and they finished really strong on the first 2 sets, as we saw. There's the communication right there.
You got to be loud.
Screaming to everybody where the ball is going and telling them the positioning that they need to be on the court.
Yep. Pope down there being loud. You got to be loud. You got to communicate. You got to know where each other is and what they're doing and your assignment too. And you don't want to be crossing past. Ooh, oh man, Daly Wilson. And that was just an odd one there from Winslow. Kind of like a side bump. A lot of these girls are getting hit on some hard spikes coming right at them. And just a spot where you can't react. You know, it's in the chest. It's right under your neck. It's off your shoulder where you can't put your hands anywhere to kind of fight that. You can't be in a position to make any kind of play, set it up or angle it. You know, you just kind of have to survive and keep the ball going.
Yeah, I mean, like these outside hitters for Roseburg and intentions are pure, and that's to hit the ball as hard as they can. You know, they're very good at hitting, but hitting very accurately.
Yeah, they're not just launching it long, right? Most of them are coming right inside the court somewhere as Wilson is able to get that one over with a nice backcourt bump. So Winslow. I said Wilson, excuse me. Oh, she dives there, and looks like she kind of hurt herself on that one. Oh, hip flexor. She was stretching out. Grimaced in pain a little bit there. She seems all right, though. Pope ducks as that one goes long. You ever play volleyball?
For fun, yes.
Goofing around? Yeah?
Yeah.
Elementary school up in Canada, I was on the team for 7th grade, 8th grade. 2 years I played. It's kind of fun. They have boys volleyball.
Yeah. I mean, like we were talking about with the skill set of volleyball that you got to have. I would just be a run and jump guy. Just
set them up and
to
go.
The outside, and I got you.
I did pretty good serving, and I could jump high, too, because I did high jump, right?
Yeah.
Track and field, so I did a lot of blocking as well. But for whatever reason, I wasn't a very good spiker. I could serve good, being far back and getting over. But
as a basketball player, you know, I think I gained that skill. It's pretty good guard as a defensive guard in high school and a shot blocker at that. So I think I could play a little outside hitter.
Gugliotta look surprised as that one sailed on her. She's still talking about it. Can't believe it. She just got so much in that one. It just floated. 7-3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Roseburg Indians keeping themselves alive. Have to win this one to get into set 5. Still a long way to go. Huntoon is going to blast that one too long.
It seems like Crater is looking for that momentum swing, and they're trying to force it instead of let it gradually come to them and, you know, play volleyball the right way. I think their hitters are hitting the ball a little too hard, as we've seen on those last 2 hits from them.
And you're starting to see some frustration, too.
Yeah, because earlier in the game, we saw what was working was a lot of little touches across the net, just over the net, like nice little floats across the net. And now it seems like I don't think we've seen one from Crater yet this set.
I think you're right, man. Might get an opportunity here.
I think they need to go back to what they started this game as just, you know, setting their team up in smarter ways and realizing the open areas are right in front of them instead of trying to get to the back back of the court in that back line.
Yeah, they were having some really good success with those little touches. That was a great save by Pope there, kind of interrupted by Callie Applin as it was going towards the net and kind of took it off course into the net so no one else could really react to that. Got some inquiry by Indian coach here. Lacey Pinard just trying to get clarification on something. Probably doesn't want to get busted with another illegal rotation or something. It's a good call, making sure everything's set. Another one off the net there. Good save, though. Wow. Nice set and hit there.
Once again, open area. It's right in front of her. She didn't try to go to back line that time. She was right in front of her. Realized that Roseburg was a little too close to the net and that she could get it right there.
Well, ace floater there, a little miscommunication. You could see one of the players, my bad, take responsibility for that one.
She goes quick.
Block drops one. That's the one thing about when you're going up to do a block, you have to have somebody who is going to be there ready in case they do one of those little lights and it just drops. That's tough. Always to get set up in the right position every time because the game moves so quick, you know?
It does.
A little high floater. Callie on that one. The libero lefty for the Indians will get this one into play. Stidham will set it up, and nice smack down from Snow. Keeping this one sort of within 5. It's kind of been the back and forth here. Crater needs to get on a run. Tighten this one up a little bit here. Hope serving. Callie stops that one. It stops Winslow in her tracks, who's still able to track the ball and keep it alive. Comets will get it over, and then the Indians will put that one out of play. Lead now only 4. Another wall. Here we go. Gugliotta rallying back. 10-12 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Pope on a roll now. Callie Applin again. Now within 1. That was a good placement on that one. Just kind of outside as a back player had to jump out to try and stretch and get that one. Pope doing some good serving for the Comets. And Gugliotta says goodnight, tying this one up 12-12. Got a timeout. Charged to the Indians. We'll be right back.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Here we go. We are back. TableRockSports.net. Danny Canada with DeAndre Taylor. Got set number 4 here for you. 12-12 tie. Good run by the Comets. Have now got themselves down by 6. And now up by 1. And again, it's just all from a good run they're having, getting rid of those mistakes and really just thinking about what they're doing out there.
This again just seems they seem a little bit more committed to coach's game plan.
Oh, a little cheeky touch right there from Gugliotta as they had all jumped to block, and she was way out of position to be able to spike that one. So just a little boop, perfect. And that's what they've been missing. Like you were saying earlier in the games, they've been doing a lot of that, just finding those open spots instead of trying to just smash it to the back wall, which worked on that particular set, but sort of that finesse play that they were doing earlier was really working.
It keeps the defense on their toes. If you can do both and commit to both.
Because then they don't know.
Exactly.
It's like that RPO in football, right?
Right.
If you can really get that game plan going, whew, boy, that's hard to defend. As Gugliotta puts another one into the wood. And Jocelyn Pope here on a great serving run. I think this is probably her 8th serve. And as soon as I say that, get the broadcaster jinx, and it's going to send it over to the Indians. But, hey.
It happens immediately every single time.
What was it? Like, it was that run of 8 points there? Yeah. Probably about that 8 or 9. So, about
they were down by
7
6
points.
They were down 6 when she took
Up
over.
3, yeah.
If only you could have a player like her serve the entire game, you know. But I think it's important to get your players like that touches even when they're not serving. Like right there, she started off that rally with the touch, and she set up her team. And once again, another score.
Mm-hmm. Tilly Wilson back to serve now. Just off the tip of Winslow's fingers. Definitely keeping this one tight and interesting. Ooh, a little miscommunication there, but works out. Oh, that went out of the reach of Applin. Indians tighten this one up, 17-15. Move it along.
Point to comments, but what effort that was out of the Indians.
They caught themselves a little kerfuffled for a second there and able to sort of iron it out. And a little long from Applin.
You know, we were making the comparison to soccer and volleyball earlier, but the commonality between the two sports, I believe, are the effort of the players. You know, who's willing to make that slide? Who's willing to dive on the floor for the ball? Who's willing to put their body on the line for their team? You know, I think those players definitely stand out in both sports.
You know, football, you got two players are going, and they're going to kick that soccer ball. I mean, that's how broken legs happen, right? When they're both going at it. So, yeah, that person who hesitates and pulls back, that one's going for Comets. Oops. Or you go for it, sacrifice that leg, and keep possession of the ball, right? I mean,
all right.
Yeah, you hear these girls squeaking around down there. They're diving and jumping.
They're risking court burn, which if you've ever experienced court burn,
oh, no thank
it's
you,
not
sir.
fun.
We'll be right back on TableRockSports.net.
Learned your driver's license in Texas.
Any phone you want.
Anyone I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Mama.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
We are back here, set number 4, with the Comets having a 5-point lead, 21-16. You see that on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Of course, it is just a little bit diminished now as the Indians get one, bring that deficit within 4. But not only are they in a little bit deficit here points-wise, they're also in a deficit set-wise as they're down already 2-1, winning set number 3, forcing game 4 here. But they need a little run to go in their favor here.
And we've already seen one major run to start this set with the Comets starting it down 6. Really, they started the set down 5-0, and
true,
you know, they rallied back. They stuck with the game plan, and they just continued to fight. And I think that's the difference in this game. Each set, we've seen the Comets fight back, and so let's see if we can see a little fight out of the Indians here.
Stidham serves it in. Ooh, a little floater there on the top of the net, blocked by the Comets. Nice. And handled by Pope, set by Stidham. Winslow, a little long. Keeping it within 4. Now Comets, though, they're only 3 away from a win. Got to get to 25. That one just over the net. Little offset there by Stidham. Again, trying to scan and find that open corner. Almost had Pope able to go across and save it. This rally keep going.
What a rally.
Nice block there from Snow. Oh, keeping it alive is the Indians. Oh, off the face of the Indian player with herself, too, because there's nothing she could have done. Man, what a rally that was. Wow.
There's a fight from the Indians, though, you know.
You can feel it.
We've seen it from both teams. They just don't want to point to go away the other way at all.
Nice touch there from the other side, up and over the block that time. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, both teams are fighting here, and it's really great volleyball to start the season.
Oh, yeah, this is a fun one. That soccer game was good, too.
It was.
As the Comets were down, they came back, tied it up, and then Roseburg went on with a 4-2 win. But for soccer, that was pretty exciting. Usually those scores are 0-1, 2 points, and that one out. All right, a little long. So we've got game point now for the Comets. Pope, who had that amazing 9-point run earlier, set to serve here. Good rotation. I bet Coach Tiffany Booth is happy about that as this one floats over. Almost played off the net there by Stidham, but couldn't handle it. Cox just let that one bounce away. 20-24 now. Indians still keeping it tight, and that fight is alive. This would be an impressive comeback if they were able to secure a win here in set number 4. Into the net like that will not do it, as all of a sudden, just like that, the game is over. Wow. How about that? Man, let's take a quick break and be right back here on TableRockSports.net for a little post-game recap. Don't go anywhere.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Was working with Jared for a while.
Okay, all right.
So,
all right, we are back. What a fantastic game that was. Comets win it 3 sets to 1 in set 4. Talking to one of the officials earlier, he said this is going to go 4 sets for sure. I wonder if he had money on it. He said 4 sets for sure, maybe 5. Because
seems like he needs to be a betting man for sure.
He called it right on. But he said it was going to be a tight one between these two. He was not lying. That was a fantastic game. Set 1, probably the tightest of all the games. 25-23 final score for the Comets, taking set number 1. Set number 2, a little bigger stretch there. 25-16 win for the Comets. So they were coming in pretty confident. Set number 3, which the Indians just did a fantastic job taking that one with a 25-20 win, and then a 25-20 win here finally for set number 4. Hey, Mr. Taylor, what did you think about that? How fun was that to kick off the volleyball season?
That was a great way to kick off the volleyball season. You know, we sat through a great soccer match, and now it's just a nice way to cap off the night. Once again, a great night for women in sports, and this was another testament to it for a great start to high school volleyball season. Each set was a fight between both teams. The Comets just seemed to have a little bit more fight tonight at the end of the day. They climbed back in multiple sets from being down big in one set, down 6, and another set down 6 as well, and had a 9-point swing. And, it's all led by the libero. And, the leader of the team, their captain, and she showed heart and she showed passion on the floor. She barely came out the game today, and the Comets came away with the big win.
Yeah,
against
man.
Against a 6A team.
Yeah, against a 6A, which that is a great way to start your season too, because you're starting off already going against a team that's classified as better than you, right? They're in terms of, school size, a bigger size, more players, better players. So right off the bat, although coming in here, they were ranked 10. Comets had a great year last year, coming in 3rd. They did lose a bunch of their great starters, though, and they just show that fight, like you said. Each match was like its own fight. Each set was like its own fight, And so it was a great start. Proud of them. Thank you so much for the Roseburg Indians coming down here into this smoky southern Oregon. I'm sure they're getting smoke up there, too, because that fire's kind of like halfway through. So safe ride home to they got, boys soccer, they got the girls soccer out here, they got the volleyball here, so a lot of kids from Roseburg driving up tonight. Be safe. Thanks to everybody coming down. Thanks for being with us and watching this start to the 2023-24 athletic season. Like DeAndre said, with the soccer first, and then we had the volleyball. Hey, we got more coming back tomorrow night. We got football kicking off. I believe they're against Wilsonville tomorrow. Not 100% sure. Let me look at my schedule right here. And no, not Wilsonville. They are playing North Bend. So North Bend is coming down here. They got a nice coastal school having to come down to the Southern Oregon smoke, so we get some home field advantage there. Join us for that tomorrow. Of course, football kickoff is at 7. We'll probably have you going about 15 minutes earlier to that. You just tune right back here at TableRockSports.net or get into our YouTube channel. Look us up on YouTube and subscribe to that, and you'll always know when the games are coming on. Well, that has been a fantastic afternoon and evening of sports. Thanks again for watching today's broadcast. I'd like to thank again brand new athletic director Brad Eaton for the Crater Comets. For years it's been David Hurd, who's retired, so Brad Eaton taking over now. Thank you for hosting the Lithia Superstore game of the afternoons. TableRockSports.net again on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Final score is Crater 3-1. Again, our next Table Rock Sports production will be tomorrow. Tune in for football as we kick that off. Should be a good home game here for the Comets. All right, well, that does it. Our executive producer is Joe Brett with DeAndre Taylor. I'm Danny Canada saying thank you for watching and good night from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon.